segment.
Oh, nice. All right, so this is just going to be a quick test. So for my test question, what is your favorite Thanksgiving memory?
Ooh.
That wasn't on the twit. That wasn't on the study guide.
My favorite Thanksgiving memory would probably be when we used to play pickup football games when I was a kid. We'd play them in the backyard because my dad would take 12 hours to smoke the turkey. So a bunch of us neighborhood kids would come over and play football. And I was always the only girl. So.
Hard to believe, but my favorite Thanksgiving memory is eating with my uncles. And just catching up on the year, football, whatever it was. Catching up with cousins I hadn't seen in probably a year or so. Me growing up, Thanksgiving was my mom's side of the family reunion.
That I get to spend time with Grandma, Grandpa, and my other family. My family and Grandpa and Grandmama and Mimi and Gigi and Papa, which I normally wait on Papa.
Oh, nice.
And I also play Daddy's bell and Mommy's bell. Daddy's bell and Papa's bell.
Okay.
They both wear belts.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun, Xander.
Mine was long.
When we were younger, my brothers and I, we'd always throw football until Thanksgiving dinner was ready. And it usually turned into dinner rather than lunch. So we had long, drawn-out football games in the street before Thanksgiving dinner. We were usually very hungry by the time dinner was ready.
I enjoyed just being in the kitchen and helping my mom and learning how to make certain things that we ate, and the smell of collard greens permeating the house. I remember that and still like that.
I remember we ate a frog and then chased it down with some root beer. It was delicious.
I'm thankful that my family's together here. I mean, my immediate family, that my extended family and my family at home are healthy and have remained safe, and the kids seem like they've weathered this pretty well. I'm grateful for that, and I'm just grateful for the extra time that I've been able to spend with them. It has not always been easy. We've all had to adjust, but I'm grateful for the time that I've had them with me at home.
This year, I'm most thankful for my family and my health. Other than a short bout of bronchitis, we've all stayed really healthy and happy, and my family has been amazing. It's been lots of time spent together during this crazy time, but I'm so thankful for everybody that we have in our family and our health, and everybody's doing okay.
I am thankful for pretty much the same. I had my personal bout with a visit to the hospital, and thank God that is handled consistently, but handled. Things are going to be all right. I'm fine. I'll be fine. I'll live my life and keep moving. But I am thankful that things didn't go worse. I am thankful that we have health and strength and friends, and so much. There's just so much to be thankful for.
This year, like every year, I am most thankful for my marriage. My wife Mary loves me and our family. She loves the Lord. She has a servant's heart, and she is good about building me up when I need to be built up, and she backs me up when I need backing up, and she calls me on things when I need to be called on things.
I've got a couple of things I've written down here. I'm thankful my work life has not changed this year. Been able to go to work as normal. I don't know what I would do if I were stuck working from home. I don't know if my family would like me anymore, or I'd like them as much, honestly. And I can say that for pretty much everybody at work also. We've always talked about it. We're glad we're able to go and do as we have been able to do forever. I'm thankful for my wife, Kim. She's been able to be at home with the kids, sort of homeschooling, if you will. Fairly self-directed, but she's also had a chance to spend more time with Lily, and this is Lily's last year at home before she goes off to college. So we're thankful for that.
This year I feel like I've done a better job of listening to what God's trying to tell me, or He's finally got around to turning up the volume so I could hear those things that He was trying to tell me, and so I could hear His urgings. In a time of hardship like this, I normally would sort of retreat and protect myself and look after myself, and what I keep hearing Him say over and over again is that my focus should be outside and not internal.
I think I've been attuned more to my family and my neighbors and wondering about them. How are they doing? How are they weathering all this? Are they staying at home? Are they working from home? Are they well? Just been a little more attuned to that than I normally would be.
So for us, I think we've just been really blessed that, again, other than a few, colds and headaches or bronchitis here and there, for the most part, we've been very, very healthy. I also feel extraordinarily blessed that neither of us ever worried for a split second that our jobs would close due to this. We never had to be worried about where our next meal was coming from, or would our hours be cut, or jobs be eliminated. As hard as doing e-learning from home was with Olivia, I was fortunate that I had a job that let me do that. I've been home since March, and with the exception of going to the office once a week. So I'm really, really fortunate that I've been able to have that flexibility to be home. Even though it is tense at times and hard, it's been so flexible, and I've just had to not worry about anything, at least economically, which has been just a true blessing.
God has worked in our life. So often we plan for things and we think things are going to go a certain way. If 2020 hasn't shown us anything, it's shown us that you can plan all you want, and God has a separate plan Himself. And God's plan has still worked well for us. We have still blessed that we're going to be able to reach all of our family goals that we set for this year in January, even though everything changed in March. And you got to truly stand and believe that when God says He's got it, He's got it.
When I saw that question, I thought, oh, okay, we see all kinds of things. We see in our neighborhood people being, checking on one another, and just the emails and calls and the loving things that don't normally happen. But really, honestly, there's been no burning bush experience. I think we're still in it, and I do believe that in retrospect, in the future, I'll know, and I'll be able to tell someone how God worked, and I have faith in that, and I know that He is working, but how and specifically what I've seen, I can't tell you right now, but I do have the calm feeling and knowledge. I guess what comes to my mind is Hebrews 11:1, faith being the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. I have faith that God is working and that I will see it, but right now, no. I mean, He is, but I can't tell you what.
I think it's kind of funny that we use the word comfort, because that's part of the answer to the question. You know, at work I see a lot of families who are having a really hard time in some tough situations, and so I basically feel blessed every single day because of what I see other people struggling with that I don't have to struggle with. I wouldn't say there's a specific quotable source of comfort, but what I will say is there's been this series of sermons and readings that we've come across that have caused me to think about how important it is to live not for myself, but to live for the rest of the community in a time like this. For example, the small group that Mary and I attend with Alan Watson and some others, we've been doing Philippians lately. And one of the chapters and verses was chapter 2, verse 4, where it basically said, not only look out for yourself, but make sure you pay attention to what other people need to do as well. And it just seems there's been this theme of not seeking comfort for yourself, but rather making sure that you attend to others. And that's really been my thing this year.
One day at a time. That's something that I struggle with. Keeping everything in today. Matthew, where is it? 6:34. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. That's true. I mean, who would have thought 8-9 months ago we'd be where we are now? Who knows what's going to be tomorrow? Yesterday was yesterday. So just reeling it into today. For me, that's where God is with me. He is, was, always will be. I have today. That is all I have, and that is where God meets me. So I'm not going to worry about tomorrow. I mean, I do, don't get me wrong, but I'm going to, one day at a time brings me comfort.
So my kids are going to help us with this one. Come here. So we made up a little thing together.
Hi, guys.
For James. Our favorite family verse is James 1:19. Are you going to do it? So it's, my dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry.
Roar!
That one has really resonated with our family because we have had a lot of together time. We've had to balance work and school and everything together. And it's a true labor of love being home all the time. And so that one has really become our family's mantra, to just remember to speak to each other kindly and patiently, and to just remember we all love each other no matter how much time we end up spending together, and no matter how stressful our days are, because the days can be very stressful. So it's been a really good, relatable verse for the whole family.
This is something that just came to mind for me. It's John 14:27. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you, not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your hearts be troubled, nor let them be afraid. I think we should not be afraid. And as always, Romans 10:13, for everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. So we don't have any fear in this world, or we should not have any fear in this world if we call on our Lord.
Find small blessings every day. There's a lot that we could dwell on and be negative about, and I sure have had my days here and there where it's been busy with the kids and busy with work and just wondering how you're going to juggle everything. But then Olivia does a cartwheel one-handed, or Xander tries to climb the stairs, or whatever the case may be. And you can find the funny and the happy and the blessings every day.
Life goes on no matter what. Whether we're working from home, schooling from home, life's going to go on. We'll have to adjust and just know the Lord is with us and we will be okay. As long as we remember that every day.
I think that no matter what hardships life brings you, no matter how your plans might have to change based upon the realities of this life, there's always a silver lining to the cloud. And if I can, I took a picture of a board we've got at work right now, where the residents have been, so the doctors in training and some of the other doctors and the medical students have been writing down why they love COVID. And so some of the examples have been traffic has been great. It's easy to get in an elevator. You can clean out your freezer at the house and eat out less often. A lot of people feel like they're having more meaningful relationships with their neighbors and their roommates and their families. And there have been fewer meetings to have to attend, spending less money for sure. And it was, and everybody learned an important lesson in toilet paper conservation that before we took toilet paper for granted, and now we don't. And so I guess the other thing I would say is that people have felt like they're getting outside more. They're gardening. They're just going for walks to see families together outside. So I think the point there is that even though things are hard this year, there's still a lot of really good things that are going on, and you just have to try to look for them.
One day at a time. That's where, I mean, just slow down. Like Mark said, life will go on. We are not in control. That is one thing I've really, I mean, it's a life lesson. We get it all the time, but this year especially, we're just not in control, and we just take it one day at a time.
Another thing is to, like Crystal was saying, is to find the small blessings in life. Find ways to be happy about the little things. We do have the ability to have a space to talk with each other, have a space to get to know each other, talk about the things that are on our hearts, on our minds, the things that 2020 has shown us are important to everyone, and also to have that space to laugh about the little things, the mishaps, the things that make life enjoyable.
Hi.
Awesome. Perfect.
Can you guys go sit back on the couch?
Hi guys. Hi.
Hi.
Sit